Hi, I'm Kristen Matthews. Thanks for joining me and the Pilates Fix for day 1 of the Holiday Fix Challenge. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely ready to start working off some of my Thanksgiving Day food. I certainly enjoyed myself and I hope you guys did too. Today's workout will be a Pilates full body sculpt for beginners. And first I just want to say that I'm getting over a cold, so I apologize if there's any coughing or if my voice sounds a little scratchy. Hopefully as this challenge progresses, my voice will come back a little bit more. And before we get started, I also just wanted to go over a few basic things so that as we start to move, I can keep the flow going through the whole workout. Pilates is really a full body workout, and that's why I love it so much. It helps to increase your strength, your flexibility, your endurance, really just to name a few things. Your core, which includes your abs, your back, your pelvic floor muscles, your diaphragm, your glutes, just to name some of the muscles, is a really big part in Pilates. And your deep core muscles are what we're actually trying to get to in Pilates. So you want to think about a corset when you're doing a lot of this work, or maybe like an hourglass. I tell people to think of a really tight life vest around their waist for most of the stuff that we're doing. And breathing is also really important, obviously. And you don't want it to stop you from moving, but you will breathe, I promise, otherwise you're gonna pass out. In Pilates, when you're breathing, you want to think about breathing into more to the back of your ribs and into the side. So that helps you be able to get that corset shape, that hourglass shape, okay? So let's get started. Okay, so the first exercise we'll do is a half roll down. You'll want to come down onto your bottom with your legs, and come towards the front of your mat, with the legs about inner hip width apart. Your feet are flat down on the mat. Your hands will come down by your side. You want to get your tailbone to tip under you just a little bit, and then take your hands behind your thigh, so your spine's already created a little bit of a C curve. And just keep in mind while you're working, I definitely want you to challenge yourself, but please take care of your body and make any adjustments as necessary, and I will certainly throw those out there as we move, okay? So the first exercise, the half roll down, you created that C curve in your spine, your elbows are bent out to the side. You just want to take a deep inhale here, and on the exhale, start to round your lower part of your back down until your arms are almost straight or straight. If you can get them straight and stay there, go there, that's great. Take an inhale, and then exhale, you'll curl yourself forward, keeping in that C curve. Again, inhale, and then exhale, you round your spine back, working that tailbone under you, pulling those abs back. Inhale, create that corset. Exhale, as I was talking about a few minutes ago or a moment ago, and come forward. Inhale. Exhale again. You want to keep your feet flat, so when you go back, you're not going back too far. Just starting to warm up a little bit. Take an inhale, and use your hands as much or as little as possible. Maybe you don't want to use them, and challenge your abs a little bit more. One more. Inhale, and then exhale, rolling back. Take an inhale. I like to breathe in through the nose and exhale, either out through the nose or the mouth. Good. So now you're going to work your way onto your back. So you can walk your hands down your thighs as you do that, getting your back down, and then your knees are going to come into your chest. From here, arms by your side, reach long through the crown of your head, curl your head and shoulders up. Your knees will stay into your chest, or you'll stretch your legs out long to a challenging diagonal and pump for the 100. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you pump between your hips and your knees. Exhale, so nice big pumping, and in. You want to keep your ribs down and exhale, your pelvis down. Inhale, and exhale. We have 6 more. Deep in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. You can always bend your knees if you can't get your back down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. You also can lower down more if you want to challenge yourself. And in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Pump from the tips of the shoulder blades, deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2 more in. Exhale out. 1 more in, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hug your knees into your chest. You're just going to rock your head back and forth if you need to get any tension out, and then stretch your legs down onto the mat for the roll up. So the legs press together into the mat, the arms lift up to the sky. Anchor your shoulders and your back and your ribs down just to start. Reach long in both directions. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders. Exhale, start to round your spine forward. As you round forward, pull back. Pilates is so much about opposition also. So you work that strength, that flexibility, all that stuff. You work that opposition. Ribs stay down. You can reach your arms back. Inhale, up. Exhale, round forward. Reach forward to the toes, abs pull back. Inhale as you round back. Get your tailbone under you. Now, if you are having a really hard time getting up, you can always just go up as far as you can and then roll back down again. And just stay there. As you get stronger, you'll be able to do a full roll up. If you have a friend, have them hold on to your feet. That'll help you. Sometimes in the studio, we use a strap on the feet, and that helps us keep our legs down. And then you'll roll back down all the way. This is the last one. Reach back and bring your arms by your side. So now, hug your knees into your chest. You're either going to go onto your side to come up to a seated position, or just rock right up to a seated position. So from here, we go into rolling like a ball. So you want to get your tailbone again tipped underneath you. You hold onto your ankles and you pull them in towards your bottom. So you get your tailbone to tip under you a little bit and you pull your feet off of the mat. Ideally, you're not balancing on those butt bones, but you're actually behind them. So you use those abs to get you in this position. You pull in, shoulders on your back, elbows wide. You just inhale, rock back. Exhale, come back up. And you're trying to go to the tips of the shoulder blades and not onto your neck or your head. So you go back, inhale, use those abs, lift your butt. Exhale, come back up. Stay in a nice tight ball. If you're having a tough time holding onto your ankles, you can always do it holding behind your thighs, right? 3 more times, inhale back. We'll move through 3, exhale up. And inhale back. And exhale up. 1 more time, inhale back. Use that breath, exhale up. And then just place your feet down onto the mat. And then from here, you can use your hands to help you walk down your legs and get down onto your back and bring your knees into your chest. So both your hands will come onto your left leg and right onto your knee or on your shin. Curl your head and shoulders up. Stretch the right leg out for single leg stretch. Your elbows lift, shoulders in your back. Pull the knee in and switch. So once again, like we did for the 100, make sure that your ribs are down, your pelvis is down. You're not arching off the mat, right? Your abs are pulling that knee in and in, and you're breathing in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more each leg. 1 more each leg. Pull that knee in tight. Bend both your knees. Lower your head. If you need to, rock them back and forth 1 time. From here, you center your head. Reach long again. 1 hand on each shin now for double leg stretch. Curl your head and shoulders up. You're in a tight ball to start. Your arms and legs reach in opposite directions. You circle the arms. You hug your knees in. You reach out. You circle, you hug. You can always go high to the sky if it's too much to go too low. You can also, if you need to support your neck, you can just do the legs and pull back in. Reach out and hug back in. 2 more, inhale. Squeeze those inner thighs. 1 more. Exhale and lower. Down, just rock your head back and forth 1 time. And then come back up to a seated position, like we did for rolling like a ball. This time, you'll open your legs as wide as your mat. So heels right to the edge of the mat. Sitting as tall as you can. If you're really tight in your back or your hips or your legs, and you find that you just cannot sit tall and you're like this, grab a cushion or any type of block that might be able to lift you up. It feels better. So you want to lift really tall through your waist here. So for spine stretch, forward, your feet are flexed, your legs pressed into the mat. You inhale with your arms out long in front of you, and then you exhale, round forward. Top of the head goes down towards the mat. Again, that opposition really comes into play. And then you inhale, roll yourself back up. Get my hair out of the way. Take a deep inhale, and exhale, top of the head down between those knees as you round forward. You're even using your bottom, your whole body really works here. And then inhale, round back up. And lift tall. Exhale, round forward. Find that length as you round. You're lifting to open your spine before you go forward. You inhale, you come back up tall, one more time, and you exhale. You go forward, top of the head down between those knees, and you round back up, sitting tall. From here we go to the saw, same position, arms just out to a T. So inhale, lift tall, twist to the left, exhale, reach to that little baby toe, right ear listens to your knee, back arm presses into the midline. And then you inhale, lift tall, twist, exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, lift, twist. So these are some of the classical mat exercises. It's just good to kind of get a nice flow going. To introduce anyone who's new to Pilates, reach forward and then come back up. And a lot of these workouts are going to be mix of stuff. Some will be classical exercises. We'll do a little yoga. We'll do a little cardio. So there's going to be lots of different stuff going on during this challenge. Pull those abs in. One more each side. Reach, a little bar. Last one, inhale. Exhale, your hips stay nice and square. You just move from your ribs. You come back up tall and you lower your arms down. So let's move on to your stomach for some extension. From here, you flip onto your belly. You want to get yourself centered onto your mat. And a good way to do that, just open your legs as wide as the mat. See if you're centered. Once you are, the legs will come back together. And then your hands will come by your ribs underneath your shoulders. The legs are together unless it feels much better for your back or for hips or something to keep them apart. If you can, they're together though. Imagine you have a little grape under your belly button just to help lengthen that low back. Start with your forehead down, shoulders on your back, elbows in. You inhale, push into the hands, pull your heart forward. When you lift, you want to make sure you bring those ribs so you don't go into an arch here. So you pop those ribs up, find that length through your spine, and then you exhale and lower down. Again, inhale, lift up, hold that, find that extension. I'm a big fan of extension. And exhale, because of all the time we spend at computers and in our cars, at our desks. Again, inhale, lift up, pull those ribs in, find that length through your upper back. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, abs in. That grape's under your belly. You pull your heart forward, elbows in, and exhale, lower down. From here, we're going to do a forearm plank. So you want to get yourself propped up onto your forearms. Take one hand into the other fist. You can also just keep your arms parallel, one next to the other. And from here, curl your toes under, your tailbone's long, and you just lift yourself up. Now, if that was really hard to do, just get yourself into this position however you can. What I want is tailbone long, heart forward. Reach from the heels to the crown of your head. You can also do this with your legs apart if you just cannot hold that. Hold here. Now we're just going to do 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8. Keep the tailbone long. 6, 5. Push into your forearms. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Sit back into child's pose just for a nice counter stretch. Reach long through the arms. Your thighs just frame your ribs. Hold there. Take a deep breath. And then exhale, round your spine up, and we'll actually work onto our back for bridge. So lie down onto your backs. Arms right down by your side. The legs will be about inner hip width apart, which isn't too wide, and close to your bottom. You just don't want your heels touching your seat. So you press into the arms. You pull those abs in. You tip the tailbone. Lift your hips up towards the sky. So the important things to think about here, inner thighs are active, so they're not flying out to the side. You want to think of them staying straight in line with your hip points. Your tailbone is long, your abs are pulled in, and you just push the hips up using your bottom. And hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just roll your spine down, articulating one vertebra at a time. Feels nice. Again, you lift your hips,
you'll push them up to the sky. Now, if you felt like that was pretty easy to hold, we'll add something next. We'll add a little leg extension. So from here, you push into the arms, push into the left foot, your right leg stretches up. You lower down, you lift up 3, down, up 2, down, up 1, bend your knee, put your foot down. Ideally the hips stay nice and still. And then the left leg's gonna go up. So the right foot pushes down, extend the left leg, you lower and lift 3. Getting your hips as square as possible, 2. And you can always just keep both your feet down, lower that foot, find that evenness with your pelvis, and then roll your spine all the way down. Great, so for side kicks, you guys are gonna move on to your side. You wanna get your whole body lined up with the back of the mat with your feet forward. So the elbow, shoulder, and butt line up with the back of the mat. Your free hand comes down in front of your chest. Your hand supporting your head can stay there like mine is. You can also put your head down like that. So from here, stacking your hips, you want to feel like there's a little mouse house under your waist. You might not have the space, but you want to get that length and your abs will work. So whether the space are there is not important. You just want to engage your abs, right? And use your core. So lift the top leg as high as your hip. Find that length. Reach to the crown of your head. Flex the top foot. Kick forward. 1, 2. Point and reach it behind. And kick 1, 2. And reach. 6 more. 1, 2. Find that length the whole time. 1, 2. And reach. And 4 more. Bottom leg stays pressed down. 3. And it's okay if you wobble. And 2, especially if you're new. And 1, and reach it back. Top leg with your bottom leg, you do a little turn out. Reach your heel towards your heel. You're gonna point to lift, flex to lower, point, and flex, and point, flex, point. Now let's reverse that. You flex and point. You just work that length and resistance in each direction. Last one, lower down. Keep that little turn out circle for 1, 2, 3. Try to brush heel to heel. 4 more in this direction. 2, 3, 4. Reverse. 1, 2. 8 in this direction. 4. Working that length. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Flip onto your other side. You can flip to your stomach and flip over. I want to watch you, so I'm going to come on to the other side of the mat. There is a whole bunch of side kick series exercises, which we will get to a lot of them, but not today. Got to get the whole body in here. So you find that length, get yourself set up how you did on the other side. Top leg lifts, bottom leg stays down. You kick forward. 1, 2, and reach back. And kick, kick. So when you kick, it's kick 1, kick a little further, 2, and reach back. 5 more. 1, 2, and reach back. 4 more. 1, 2, and reach. And 3, and reach. 2, and reach. 1 more. Good. Come back to the center. You still have that length. Turn the leg out, heel to heel, lift and lower. Point up. Work that resistance. I like to think like I'm going through peanut butter in each direction. Reverse the foot. Flex up. Point down. Flex and point. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it down. Little circles. 8. Brush heel to heel. 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Reverse. 8, 7. Find that length. Even here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Come on to your back for some teaser. So, teaser. If you know Pilates, teaser is a great exercise. It can be challenging. Some people love it. Some people not so much. I think it's a really fun exercise and it's pretty. So, there's a couple different ways we can do this. If you want to follow along with me, you'll lift your head and shoulders and stretch your arms and legs out, and you'll start from there, and we're going to roll up. If that is just not happening, you can hold behind your thighs and use the hands to help you lift up. Use the hands and legs. Okay, so try that as we roll up. First, try the first one and see what happens. Okay, so let's start. Lift your head and shoulders, extend your arms and legs out. Use those abs to help you roll up. The inner thighs are pressed together, your glutes are working, and you just hold here. Keep it pretty simple today. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, round your upper body back. You want to find that position though. Reach, 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 reach. Once you get your upper body down, bend your knees. The arms will reach back. Remember, you can hold your thighs if you need to. Inhale to start to extend. Exhale, lift up, hold here. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale. Pull those abs back. Work those inner thighs. Find that opposition. Bend the knees. Reach the arms back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Lift up. Hold there. You can add a little bit on this last one if you want. Your legs will stay where they are. Arms come up. You just bring your upper body back, and then you reach up to the toes. You can just go down if you need to all the way. Again, up. Pull those abs in. Reach back. And then up to the toes. One more time. Arms up. Roll back all the way. This time you get back there and hug your knees into your chest. Awesome. So rock up to a seated position. We're going to go onto your hands and knees and get into push-ups here. Normally we do it from standing, but just for time's sake today I want to go and do it from the kneeling position. Still almost the same exercise, still working those arms. So you want to get your hands and your shoulders in a straight line and then get yourself into a plank. So the legs are ideally together. We can do a little turnout. Tailbone is long, shoulders on your back, abs in. From here, shift forward just a little, and then you bend. Tricep push-ups in Pilates. Elbows back to the ribs. You lift up 1. We'll do 5 of these. Inhale, lift 2. Shoulders in your back. 3, 4, 5. Lower your knees. Hold here for a moment. We'll go right back into it. Do 5 more. Stretch your legs out. Tailbones long. Abs are in. Shift forward a little. And you lower and lift. Lower and lift. 3, up. 2, up. 1, up. And lower onto your knees. And you are all finished. Congratulations for finishing day 1. Thank you so much for working out with me today. If you enjoyed the workout, I would love it if you could tell your friends, share this on your social media, like or subscribe to our channel. You definitely want to stay up to date as we start loading up these workouts for the next 25 days. So tomorrow's workout will be strong and sexy arms and back. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Kristen Matthews with the Pilates Fix, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of the Holiday Fix Challenge. Bye!